Exclusive input that we've accessed on Times Now. Disengagement will be slow but step-by-step process, which means that pulling out of troops will be in an incremental manner. The working mechanism meeting tomorrow is expected to lead to more clarity on the issue. The disengagement will be from all areas, including Finger 4. So that is some good news. India has conveyed its displeasure to China very, very strongly. Vivek Narayan joining me with the details. Yes, Vivek.
I'm sorry, Pranesh, the audio here is a little patchy.
We have accessed the agenda of the military level talks. This is a Times Now scoop, and this suggests that the working mechanism meeting, which is slated for tomorrow, will lead to more clarity. But the highlight is that the disengagement will be from all areas, including Finger 4.
Well, only a short bit of your question I could hear, but from what we hear of the meeting which happened at the Monlo-Chushu border between Indian and Chinese commander, both sides have agreed to de-escalate and quote-unquote cool down. Well, any movement where there is a forward movement on part of the commanders there is welcome. But of course, these things should be taken with a pinch of salt. Remember, the similar statement had come when the earlier meeting happened just about 3 weeks back between the two commanders along the same border. Well, India will be wary. We will be making sure the men on the front lines are backed up properly, because whatever the Chinese say cannot be believed. Remember, they may also be preparing for a further assault in a later day perhaps. So as of now, both parties, the fact that both parties have decided, at least on paper, to stand down is welcome. The same is what we are hearing from the RIC, where the Russian, Indian and Chinese foreign ministers are speaking to each other. Of course, there will not be a bilateral talk about this particular incident, but the fact that the Russian foreign minister out there has said that the fact that India and China are talking to each other, the diplomatic channels are open, is welcome. So that's what I said. Diplomatic channels are open. Here, hotlines between the two generals, our commanding officers, are open. Well, that's positive. On the other side, our Chief of Army Staff, General Narawane, has landed in Leh just about an hour and a half back. He's, as we speak, at the 14 Corps hospital here, the base hospital here. He's meeting those men, those brave men who had fought the Chinese, who made sure not even an inch of Indian soil was given away. Those men are being patted on the back by the general. Remember, this kind of a meeting by the topmost general of the Indian Army will be a huge morale booster for these men. That's what they need. Pranesh, what you hear in Delhi, that political chatter that we hear, the Congress taking on BJP and vice versa, well, that actually doesn't affect these men actually. It would be great if the opposition parties, for the time being, stood with the army, for the time being thought of those 20 men in Valhalla who will be listening to all this chatter happening out of Delhi. Well, that's not happening. Let the politics play its own part, perhaps. These men are an extremely patriotic set who are ready to fight down, as we saw, ready to lay down their lives for the nation. Those videos that we had brought down to you, to show our viewers earlier, also quite clearly showing any of those who had any doubt about the bravery of those Indian men, even with or without guns. We saw how they repelled Chinese attacks. And that's precisely why, as I said, the fact that the general is here, the fact that he'll be here overnight, the fact that he'll be moving over to the forward post and meeting most of those people who are involved.
Just hold your thoughts. Vivek, hold your thoughts. Srinjoy Chaudhary, our National Affairs Editor, getting us this scoop. Srinjoy, inside details of what's on the talks table and what is likely to happen. This is clear that India is setting the terms of engagement here.
Yes, this is the implementation schedule. Hopefully things will work out this time. Last time, of course, it did not, and it led to the death of very unfortunate demise of 20 of our soldiers, brave soldiers. Now, this is the schedule as I have heard it. First of all, it will be done very slowly and very systematically. For instance, Pranesh, you move back 500 troops, I move back 500 troops. In one area, you go back 1 kilometer, I go back 1 kilometer. That's how it's going to happen. Then, of course, you have a big meeting tomorrow. the working mechanism meeting where people from MEA, from MOD, from the Military Operations Directorate, from the MHA will all be involved with their Chinese counterparts. Now, at that meeting, there will be some discussion on this and more clarity will come out of it. Also, if you are going to do this step by step, you may need further on-ground discussions. So if it's necessary, there may be a major general to major general meeting, a brigadier to brigadier meeting, or colonel to colonel meeting, or so on. Now that is also required. Now the question of timing, when does this start? Well, the idea is to start it soon, but after tomorrow's meeting, what we hear is that it's important to do it as soon as militarily possible. Now that means that everything has to be in place before those going back by 500 or 200 or whatever it is happens. Let's not forget there's a huge build-up here. The Chinese have 10,000 soldiers in the rear echelons. India also has a commensurate build-up. Also, there are soldiers in Pangong and in Galwan. Now, as far as the Pangong area is concerned, Pranesh, this was an important point because the Chinese have got to finger 4 when they should, according to India, be at finger 8. So what we are hearing is that they will move back from finger 4. Now it has to be seen how far they choose to move back, and because this is an important point, as of now, they have not been moving from finger 4. Pangong was kept aside for later. Galwan, it was initially decided, would be sorted out first. Now, hopefully we will see, as the statement shows, a disengagement in all areas.
Right, Srinjoy, thanks for your inputs, exclusive details of what's on the agenda and how it is likely to pan out in the days to come. India setting the terms of engagement.